When you're an artist and you have a lot of art supplies, it just sort of consumes your every square inch of free space in your house. So I wanted a place where I could have everything set up all the time so that I could be working with Max. And art is such an integral process to working with him and his autism that I just felt like we needed a dedicated space. And so the easiest thing for us to do, we looked at getting a shed or whatever, was we found this 1972 Shasta. Its wings are missing. It's really cute, and it was already gutted out. So we could just bring it home. It's big enough. We painted the inside and cuted it up. So we have this little built-in space that we can sort of spread stuff out and computer set up so we can use our images digitally and alter them in Photoshop. And in 2010 we did some, we took little guys like this, and part of the process was Max choosing the fabric and the shape of the guy, and then we made art pieces like this one where we embellished them, and this is the very first piece we made. And so it was kind of by accident that we happened upon this, but after he was done, he said this armored guy wanted to become a hero, and I just thought it was so fantastic that we mounted it and then started making more of them. And I started using it as a way to socialize Max by doing art shows, by going and talking to galleries and having them put in galleries. We hung them at the Children's Museum in Olympia for 3 months, and coming up in April we're going to be hanging them at the Arts Walk Procession of the Species in Olympia again. And so the great part of it was a very hands-on art experience with Max in the beginning, which helped a lot. But then as we progressed into now the books are a lot, they're a lot less time intensive. We don't have to continue to create all the time new things. And so that works really well at this point with him, since he's now in school and has a busy life and that. Cool. This studio space is really special because the paint on the walls is a color left over from the previous house that we lived in before we moved here. And so that felt like, you know, sort of a grounding color for us. And then just to be able to have, like, looking around, it's got, you know, some very special pieces of art that aren't in the house, that are near and dear to me and have been in my life. And I have a picture of my dad and some of, you know, Max's drawings and his brother's drawings and pieces my parents have made, and just different pieces that have a lot of significance to me. So being in this space feels very grounding. It feels centered. It feels kind of like home in a kind of way.